All right, boys and girls, 5-minute lesson. Here we go. Lot to unpack here. First of all, when you divide by a number and that number is changing, then some funky things happen. So let's take a look at this real quick. No. So let's go 10 divided by 1. You know what that is. 10 divided by 0.1. 10 divided by 0.01. How about 10 divided by 0.000000001? Huge. This is 1 trillion. That's what that means. 1 times 10 to the 10th. So what's going on? Well, as you divide by numbers that are getting closer and closer and closer to zero, come on, where is this thing? Then the answer, the function, approaches infinity. That's going to be a vertical asymptote. Okay? So I'm gonna walk through this one because it has everything we need. Where is the horizontal asymptote? That's this number right here. Okay, that number right there. And since it's horizontal, on this might be -6, 1, and this would be -5, 1, -4, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So that the horizontal asymptote is y equals 1, that number right there. Now your vertical asymptote is x equals. And what we want to do is the asymptote exists anytime we actually divide by 0. So you can see in our little graphing calculator explanation, the bottom was getting closer and closer and closer and closer to 0. When will it actually be 0? Well, at that point, then we're going to have an asymptote. So our vertical asymptote would be x equals 1. What do we put in for x to make the bottom equal to 0? Now, for now, I suggest let's get your domain and range from your graphing calculator until you feel more confident about this, okay? So, once again, this was x equals 1. This was y equals 1. Let's put this in our graphing calculator. One thing you're going to do a lot is you're going to start using the fraction button a lot on your calculator. So that is alpha y equals enter. All right, here we go. What do we have? It's 4 over x minus 1 plus 1. 4 on top, x minus 1 plus 1. And we can look at the graph to start. Look, there's our asymptote right here. It's a line that these curves will approach, but they will never reach that point. Here's our horizontal asymptote at x equals 1. Okay? So that's going to help us with our domain and range. If you look, what is our domain? Well, we can put anything we want in for x except for one number. And that one number produces an error. It's 1. It makes us divide by 0. So for our domain, x is all real numbers except x cannot equal 1. Just make sure you have that part right. Okay? Well, what's our range? Our range is all the values of the output. Well, let's look at our graph. Let's look at our graph. The only number that y will never equal is this horizontal asymptote. Okay? So y is all reals. Where are we at? Here. Y is all the real numbers except y cannot equal 1. Now, once we start getting into holes, the domain and range are actually going to be a little bit more difficult. But this graphing worksheet does not deal with holes. So let's talk about a little bit more challenging domain and range once you get to 8.3. For today, I think that's enough to get you started. I hope this helps. Boom.